perceived relationships. Anybody want to just share something with me real quick? Anybody? Don't matter.
It could be a communication between people.
One more time.
Communication between people.
Communication with people. Key word, communication. What else can, when you look at the word relationship, what do you find? What other words might associate with the word relationship?
Family.
Family. Friends. You're on a roll. Church.
Yeah.
Okay.
Community.
Community.
Business jobs.
Business, jobs.
Togetherness.
All of that stems from relationships. Basically, our main goal is to consider how God meets our need, in particular, for relationships. Now, I'm going to read these scriptures to you, and before I do that, let me give you what the dictionary definition of a relationship is said to be. According to Mr. Daniel Webster, relationship is the way in which two or more concepts, objects, or people are connected, or the state of being connected. It also says the state of being connected or related, association by blood, by marriage, by kinship, by mutual dealings, or even feelings that exist between two particular people. Now, when we look at these scriptures here, let's read these and then we'll start jumping because I'm going just a hair ahead of myself. Genesis 2:8-25 reads as thus. For those of you that don't have a Sunday school book, you can turn to the second chapter of Genesis, start verse 18. And for those of you that have a Sunday school book, let's just follow along quickly. Then the Lord said, it's not good that the human is alone. I will make him a helper that is perfect for him. So the Lord God formed from the fertile land all the wild animals and all the birds in the sky and brought them to the human to see what he would call them, would name them, excuse me. The human gave each living being its name. Isn't that amazing that Adam, this one man, named every animal that, I'm thinking, where did you get the idea giraffe from? Think about this for me. You gotta really let your mind go for 20 seconds. What if you, thank God you're not, because you would have been here a long time, but imagine if you had to name every animal on the planet. You know how many species of animals you're dealing with already? You're dealing with close to 400 species of animals. That's a lot of animals to have to give a name to. Getting back to where I was, the human named all the livestock, all the birds in the sky, and all the wild animals, but a helper perfect for him was nowhere to be found. So the Lord put the human in a deep, heavy sleep and took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh over it. With the rib taken from the human, the Lord fashioned a woman and brought her to the human being. The human said, this one finally is bone from my bones and flesh from my flesh. She will be called woman because from a man she was taken. This is the reason that a man leaves his father and mother and embraces his wife, and they become one flesh. The two of them were naked, and the man and his wife, but they were embarrassed. The key verse we're going to key in on and start our lesson is from verse 18. It says, then the Lord said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helper that is perfect for him. Now, when you look at the book of Genesis, I need to point this out before we even get started. There are two different types of writings in the first 3 chapters, actually the first 4 chapters of the book of Genesis. Bible scholars like to call the first writer the P writer or the priestly writer, and then they like to call the other one the J writer or the Yahweh writer, J being significant for Jehovah. The reason that is because one really focuses in on creation as it was originally brought out. The other focuses more on the formulation of mankind.